Okay, so you saw the baby sleeping. How nice. It's not gonna last long. I nursed her about 30 minutes ago, so she'll be waking up soon. But in the meantime, I need to get some meat taken out for dinner. I'm gonna make some kind of pasta dish. It's one of those nights where you got a taste for things. Like I've got a taste for some pasta, like an Alfredo type pasta, but I want to incorporate like artichoke hearts, the canned marinated ones, not fresh, and like cherry tomatoes and Parmesan cheese and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna roast the chicken and all the veggies separate, and then just make the sauce, pour it over the chicken, and then have the noodles. I may do it like that, but I am gonna do it like that. I am gonna do it some kind of way like that. I don't know, but boys, the baby is asleep. Shh. But I'm gonna also make a dessert. Excuse my lip gloss, halfway off, halfway on. I had some ice cream earlier. My craving since I've had Miracle every single day is like, with me nursing, I always have it. Like with the last two, I crave like donuts all the time. Wanted donuts when you're nursing. You still have those cravings. Anyway, it's been ice cream, so yes. And it's so good, and it's fitting for this season that we're in because it's so hot. But anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take out the chicken breast and thaw it out, but I'm gonna make a cake. The cake is like, I saw it, a similar recipe. I've made a similar recipe before, but I'm gonna do a little different, little twist to it. But it consists of, I'll show you guys in a minute. It consists of sweet condensed milk, a cake mix, and whatever type of fruit that you want to use. You can use blueberries, you can use, and it's not a dump cake or anything like that. Whipped cream and fresh, I'm going to use strawberries. So it's still like like I said, it's still just whatever fruit preference that you have. But yes, so we're going to make that. I have my oven already preheated to 350 and it's ready. I've got a couple of dishes from the kids from breakfast, and because we grabbed lunch out, and I'm going to get to cooking. Okay guys, so I got all the ingredients out. The only thing that I'm doing is I am substituting 3/4 cups of water to milk. That's all. But I just got a regular butter recipe cake mix for this recipe. It calls for 3 eggs, melted butter, and the milk. Easy peasy. Only difference for this recipe is I have a box of gelatin. I'm going to use just half of this gelatin for now. For now, just give this a whisk. This will make it a strawberry cake. We're not going to use the fresh strawberries right now, or any strawberries for this matter, because what will happen is if you put the strawberries in here now, it will make the cake very, very heavy, and your cake will not cook evenly, and you'll have to keep it in there cooking a longer period of time. So that's the only downfall, but we don't need that right now anyway. Looks so good. I'm gonna go ahead and get my household dish out. Get you some bacon spray. You can use vegetable oil sprays as well too. I just have some of this on hand. So the cake will bake in the oven for 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. Okay guys, I had to check on the baby really quick. Make sure she was okay. Andrew's over there sitting down, and I'm right. I can see her, I just wanted to make sure she was okay. Okay, so in here I have some, it's kind of warm. I'm gonna warm it up a little bit more. Okay, so I changed my mind on making the pasta dish simply because I've got some green tomatoes that I bought over the weekend, and this was a green tomato, y'all, and it turned completely red. But I'm gonna still fry it. I don't even care. It's still very firm, and it's just gonna be fried green and red tomatoes. And then I've got a couple of squash, which I'm kind of squashed out. This came from my husband's garden. We have been eating a lot of squash because that is what has been producing the most out of everything. So what I'll probably do is I'll make a squash casserole later on this week, because that's one thing that I have not made, and I would make it today, but I'm squashed out for today. Just don't want any squash. So I'll do a squash casserole later on this week sometime, but I need to use these tomatoes before all of them turn red, and my kids love fried green tomatoes. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna still do this Mediterranean chicken because that's what I was gonna do, the Mediterranean pasta, but I'll use the pasta. I've got some ground beef in the freezer, and I'll just pull that out and make like a baked ziti or something like that, or some kind of baked cheesy pasta or something like that. Okay, so I'll start working on that stuff. My chicken is thawing out anyway, so it's fine. I boiled a cup of hot water, and I'm gonna add the rest of that gelatin to it, and I'm just gonna whisk this up. Okay, and I'm just gonna let this sit right here, and it's fine. I'm thinking I have to add Yeah. I don't want it to congeal, so I'm gonna leave it as is. It will congeal if I add cold water. That's what I thought. So I was just trying to make sure. This mixture will also go over the cake. Once the cake comes out, we will use the condensed milk. And I know it probably sounds like, what? It's going to be delicious, okay? Trust me. I've made a similar recipe like this before, but I also make this gooey cake. It's like, I'm not even gonna call it gooey cake. It's like a Hawaiian cake or something like that. And what it is it's a yellow cake mix, sweetened condensed milk. You mix sweetened condensed milk and cream of coconut and coconut flakes. You mix that up and poke holes in the cake and pour it over the cake. And then you have crushed pineapple and some other stuff and coconut, and you spread it on top with whipped cream. It is divine. It's so delicious. But we're not making that. We're making a strawberry cake. But yeah, so I'll leave this right here and it'll be fine when the cake comes out, and I'll show you the process of how everything turns out. I'm gonna slice up the strawberries, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my dinner meal prepped for dinner. Okay guys, so I had to stop the baby. Michaela woke up the baby, loving on her. So she needed to wake up anyway because it's time for her to eat. Oh my goodness, y'all, I think my husband down there give more squash. Oh my gosh, I'm just squashed out. He did say that he had a watermelon the other day, but we weren't telling the kids because it wasn't ready yet. But hopefully he's not bringing me no more squash. I think he's down there picking some okra too, because he made some okra for us as a snack the other day, and it was delicious. So good, way better than the breaded kind that's frozen at the grocery store. So much better, so much better. It was so good. What I decided to do, because I have so much squash and he's bringing in some more, I think I just went on and sliced up. I'm gonna fry the squash as well, along with the tomatoes. So like I said, I had that red tomato, and it was pretty firm. So I'm frying it. If it's nasty, we won't eat it, but oh well. I just wanted to make sure that I went on and did this. I'm gonna pop some sweet potatoes in the oven. Once the cake comes out, it's got 8 minutes and 9 seconds left. That'll give me enough time to get her changed and fed. I'm gonna cover this up because there's, of course, that's the only thing about warm weather, you have mosquitoes and disgusting flies. And so there's a couple of flies that are in my house because my kids, oh my goodness, y'all, I see the squash. Squash out. Okay. Can you say hello to everybody? They don't have time for this, Mama. It's not a camera debut right now. It's feed me. I'm hungry. Y'all, I pumped. And when she was first born, my babies always take passies. So I bought all these passies just anticipating that I could do. I see. Oh, you do. Yeah, more squashes. Oh, thank you. Oh,
Mama, we got a big squash.
have mercy, Jesus.
Mama, will you eat that?
We're not eating it today. So I still will be able to make a squash casserole, but she would take a passy, and I thought it was going to be something not long term, because none of my kids ever took a passy long term. But it was just going to be something like in between, like the car ride. If she woke up in the car and I was driving or something like that, or we're out in public in the store, and I always have my covering to nurse. And then certain stores, of course, the stores that I typically go to, the only store I go to is Target, and they have a nursing room, so that wasn't gonna be an issue. But she stopped taking it, and she also would not take a bottle. So I pumped more okra, okay. Pumped, and thank goodness I didn't pump for like an ounce, because she started fussing. I had other stuff to do, but it did not go to waste. So I'm thankful about that, because I'm like, what if I would have pumped like a full bottle full net? I couldn't get her to take it. She would not take it at all. She kept spitting out the bottle. What in the heck? Yo, look at this okra. Wow. The difference between homegrown and store-bought. But I am getting a little hungry now, so I'm gonna get me a snack. While I wait for everything else to finish and unthaw, we're just gonna take a little break right now, and I'm gonna feed the baby and eat me a mango. So I'll see you guys back shortly. Okay guys, so right now everybody wanted to ask me a million questions and talk to me about everything, and the boys were being loud, so I decided to do a voiceover for this section. But you're going to just poke holes in the cake once the cake comes out and it is still warm. Pour the strawberry gelatin over it, and then of course top it with the sweetened condensed milk and just spread it. It will seep down into the cake. The cake will not be wet. It will be super flavorful and moist. And then you will top it, of course, with whipped cream. My issue right here, while I didn't have it together, is I had the cans mixed up. I had taken out evaporated milk, you guys, and I just so happened to notice because it was soupy, and I'm like, what in the world? And so I was able to, in a quick hurry, change that before I ruined my cake. But yeah, so, and that's what I'm telling you guys, but it's super loud. But I have my whipped topping that I'm going to top over the cake, and some fresh strawberries, and you just put it in the refrigerator and let it cool until you are ready to serve it. Okay guys, so I was recording and I thought you guys could see, and you could not see. I'm so sorry. I should have had my camera rear facing to where I could see it, but I'm sorry. Okay, so what I did right now is I added some Creole seasoning. I did some black garlic and truffle seasoning by Kinder's, and it's like an all-purpose seasoning. You literally don't taste anything but like garlic and herbs, no salt. I did a little bit of seasoning salt. I poured some chicken broth over both of the casserole dishes of boneless, skinless breast. I used minced onion, garlic powder. You can use as much garlic as you want, and it makes it better. I used paprika and some oregano. I thought I had Italian seasoning, where it was going to be some parsley and all of that, but I picked up the wrong thing. I told you I bought this artichoke hearts in this marinade. It stinks. So what I'm going to do, I don't like the smell of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain these, and I'm going to actually rinse them off and add them, because I know what will happen is this flavor, I just picked it up when I went in Aldi. So that's what happened. I'm gonna rinse these. I don't like the flavor of them. I usually get the marinated ones, and they're good. But this it does not smell good at all. And you'll add these artichoke hearts with your chicken. My little sous chef over here. You know, Cash used to be my sous chef, you guys, but he has just abandoned me today. I've got some cherry tomatoes that I'm adding, and you can do olives. Olives are good too in this Mediterranean pasta. And this will just bake uncovered, of course, until chicken is completely cooked, and most of the liquid will be out of the chicken. That's what I don't have black pepper. Hold on one second. Right there in my face. But this will cook. I'll have it on 425. I've got my sweet potatoes already in there because they will take longer. Of course, there are some really large sweet potatoes. I put olive oil on the chicken. Of course, they will cook, and then we'll add the Parmesan cheese sauce, and that is just butter, heavy cream, and Parmesan cheese, and then we'll top it with that and let it be bubbly and delicious. And this chicken, it'll just cook 30 to 40 minutes. And look at,
Say hello, everyone. Say hello, everyone.
oh my goodness. Say, I don't want to stop nursing right now. I stopped nursing her for a second. Everybody's in here. Say hello, everybody. Oh, good burp, good burp. Okay. So, boys. Okay. I'm gonna get her fed. Everything right now is, look at that. She got me. Okay. She got me. Oh, she got me. I'm gonna get that cleaned up and get her. Yes. It's about to be a thunderstorm. It is. Okay. It's about to be a thunderstorm, so. Okay, Wade, get off of Cash's coupe car. Okay. We've got problems. We've got little people problems right now, so I'm going to go take care of all of these little people, and we'll be back shortly. Okay guys, so that is dinner. I'm about to get my crew fed and get baths. It stormed, so I did get to sit down and cuddle with the baby a little bit. I've got to go make up my bed because I had to wash my sheets. She's been up in my bed this morning, so I had to strip the sheets, and I deep cleaned upstairs anyway this morning, and I did deep cleaning downstairs yesterday, so get a little break for tomorrow, I guess. Lighter schedule. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video and that you try out some of these easy recipes for your family. And like and share, and of course hit that thumbs up button, because that lets me know that you like what I put out. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Say night.
Good night.
Say good night. Oh, bye.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.